Hello everyone, my name is Ian Jensen. This is my final for Intro to American Education. Throughout my time in Introduction to American Education, I can confidently say that I have a much better understanding of the education system now than I previously had. I attended Barrington Public Schools, as most of my peers already know. I never had a problem receiving a quality education with quality teachers who gave me an abundance of resources to use to help better my understanding with any given subject. Of course, I knew that there were certain schools in Providence who weren't given the same opportunities as me, yet it really wasn't until attending this course that I opened my eyes and realized through topics such as the school to prison pipeline and school safety about the disparities in the education system. Another concept that truly intrigued me, I would have to say, is culturally responsive teaching. Simply understanding a student's culture and their life experiences and applying it to the lesson has shown me just how hard it is to be a teacher, especially when we looked closer into teaching salaries, which illustrated just how hard it is to be in this demanding profession, especially when you're struggling to make ends meet. Not to mention the unfair working conditions that teachers may have been subjected to, which can prompt them to actually leave their job for another with a lower salary simply because they've had enough. With all this being said, I'd have to say that the most important thing that this course has taught me is what it has taught me about myself. Specifically when we looked at the Bain reflection and the 3 different types of learners. Those being surface learners, who are those who look to memorize as much as possible in order to pass the test. Next, we have deep learners, who simply dive deeper into subjects, as the name suggests. They seek a better understanding of the text in order to gain more knowledge, and they approach their work with a certain enthusiasm that fuels their research. They're also better at being creative generally. They can adapt and apply other skills to any given problem in order to find a way to solve it. I think that's something that surface and strategic learners may struggle to do. I myself will call myself a strategic learner. On paper, we may look like some of the best students in the classroom, but we don't actually seek to consume knowledge as much as deep learners do. I've never loved school. I think that most people can agree with me on that. However, I've always done what I had to do to pass, and it's definitely not what I should do. Of course, when I'm given a subject that truly intrigues me, I will approach it with a certain enthusiasm that will just generally boost my engagement. I think that is something that was done almost perfectly in this class. Me and my peers were given pretty much every opportunity to voice our own opinions about the education system and think of ways in which we can actually fix these problems. I'd say the clearest example of that would have to be using our Research to Inform project, in which I got to choose a subject that I was truly intrigued in, which was how technology can affect student engagement. Overall, I'd have to say the education system is something that needs to be fixed and needs reforms, and this course is a great starting point for understanding the issues we currently face and potentially coming up with ways in which we can actually fix them. Thank you all for listening.